Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is my go-to high ponytail look. I had some prison braids in because I just washed my hair the night before, so I had to take those out to start. Guys, of course, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff as well. Obviously having freshly washed hair really helps make this look as smooth as possible, but you can have day old hair as well to make this work. So yeah, so I undone my braids and fluffed out my hair as well, just combing it all out, making sure it's all detangled, there's no knots or anything like that, to get things started. My hair was feeling very light and soft, although I know I'm due for a trim sometime soon. I think my last one was about 3 months ago, and we need to get rid of these split ends. So then this is the hair I'm using. This is a ponytail from Tuani Heritage, I think they're called. Really lovely brand run by two black ladies here in the UK, and the hair is fully recyclable as well. It's got a comb as you saw, and this is 32 inches, so it's a very long ponytail. The longer the better. To start, we're definitely going to need some hair bands. And I'm just going to start by parting my hair into 3 different sections. Now, these parts don't have to be super straight. Mine certainly are not. But the most important thing is that you have at least one of these sections in the position that you want the ponytail to sit. So for me, that's going to be my middle section, my second part. So you can see I'm just parting with my fingers here because, you know, it's just so much easier, and no one's gonna see any of this anyway. So yeah, getting those 3 lovely parts together. And yeah, I just eyeball this, whatever I feel like is comfortable. I tend to wear my pony quite high as well, so yeah, what is a high pony for? And yes, I'm using Eco Styler. This is the argan oil version, and yeah, it works for me. Doesn't work for everybody. My hair is 4C, but it is very fine as well, so this tends to work for me. And what I'm doing is I'm starting with the middle section because I want to make sure that's in the right place. Then I'm just working the gel through my hair, making sure at least for this section it's mainly just the sides. It doesn't have to be in the middle or anything, to be honest. So mainly just the sides and the perimeters of the section to make sure it's gone through, and then I just brush it through using a Denmark brush. This, I've actually taken out 2 of the strips in there of the bristles, just to make it easier with detangling and that sort of thing. Honestly, it's one of the best hacks. And then I'm just tying this up into the position that I want it to be. Again, this doesn't have to be super accurate, or neat even. It does have to be accurate in terms of the position that you want it to be in, but it doesn't have to be super neat. You'll see why later. So now I'm working onto the back section, and this I need more gel, and I'm going to be going in the middle of this section as well and adding some gel there too, because I want this back bit to be as smooth as possible. I want it to be absolutely laid, you know? Working in as much gel as I possibly can, and again using the Denmark brush to brush everything through and brush it up to the first section that I created. And then I'm going to use another hair tie to pull that all together as well. Obviously got to use the bristle brush, brush it up so it's as smooth as possible, no bumps if you can, but don't worry too much if there are as well. You can fix that later if necessary. And then going on to the biggest section for me and working in the gel, and I'm gonna make more sections here just to make sure that it's all the way through and we can lay this as flat as possible as well. I do try not to get the gel on my scalp, but sometimes it gets a little bit messy and I can't be asked. So yeah, it can be a bit difficult. No, not even difficult. It just can be a little bit messy sometimes, especially if you're just using your hand. I find this is just the easiest way, just to slap it on and just get as much as possible. But obviously you don't want it to be like dripping with gel. But it does need to be like full coverage. But again, as well, I'm mainly concentrating on like as close to the roots as I can, and going up just a bit. I'm not like taking it all the way, like coating my ends or anything like that as well, because it's just unnecessary. It doesn't need to be. And as I said, my hair was washed already beforehand, so I'd already like moisturized and all that good stuff already. So then, yes, again, just brushing the gel through my hair using my Denbrock brush too. So yeah, I had to section this even further because it was difficult to brush through, and my arms were getting tired already. God, I need to work on that arm strength, seriously. But yeah, you can see there is quite a bit of gel here. This is gonna be what keeps it as flat as possible, and also bring out a few waves too, which is the look that I like. Everybody likes that, but it works for me, especially with the hair that I'm using as well. It just makes it look a bit more seamless. So I should say that the Twani hair that I'm going to be using for the pony is actually synthetic hair, and you can recycle it, so you can send it back to them, which is much better for the environment. So again, just bringing the hard brush and just getting all those little bits, and this is where you can get rid of some excess gel as well. If there's too much coming on that I've put in, then I can get rid of that as well via the brush, because it will just scoop that all up. And then I'm securing this as well. So at this stage, I should say that I don't tend to tie it very tight. Just make sure it is secure, because you don't want to give yourself a headache or anything like that. Just make sure that it's secure. Then I just braid the last bit down and then secure that with another hair tie too. So we've got a very secure, very well gelled, thoroughly done bun. And this foundation is looking good. Just do some final checks. So this is the point. If you wanted to do any swoops or anything like that kind of thing, baby hairs, I'm too old for that, so I'm not doing that. So this is what it looks like from all angles. Now I'm going to get my silk scarf. Just to cover this, we just want to make sure that we want the gel to dry, essentially. I was going out, so I didn't have a lot of time. But yeah, just cover it with some sort of scarf or something like that. I tend to put a hairband or hair tie around the base as well. I just think it just makes it set better. And you're gonna leave this for about 30 minutes if you can, if you have the time. That should be enough time for it to dry thoroughly, or at least dry on the outside. The time has passed and ready to do the reveal. Hopefully I don't have a dent or an impression of the scarf. Oh my god, look at the waves, oh no, I do have a little one, nothing that won't fix itself in a bit as well. So everything is laid as possibly can in the time that I had available. Although I will say that my hair isn't fully dry because I literally didn't have time. I was running out to go to an event. So here we've got the pony. As you can see, it's got like a little section of the hair that you used to wrap around. What I'm doing now is just like securing the rest of the hair in the actual pony bit, because I don't want it getting in the way when I'm wrapping the base of it around the hair around the base of it. You get the comb and literally place that or insert that into the base of your pony. But the thing is, it can be a little bit tricky, so you need to make sure it's in the right position and you're not digging into your scalp. Do you know what I mean? So don't like force it. Make sure it's going in as gently as you possibly can. And then with the other bit, the bit that wraps around, you literally just start wrapping it around. Like, try and be as secure as you can. Again, it shouldn't be super tight, and you want to kind of fan out the hair so it's kind of got a bit of width to it, you know, as well, because that's going to give you a really good strong base in terms of like where your pony will fall from as well. Then get some Got2b when you're nearly done, and kind of like that on the hair. This is going to help your hair, that part of it, stay in place as well, and get rid of any flyaways and that sort of thing. I kind of do this a couple of times towards the end, and then with the very end of it, what you want to do is like bring it round to the bottom of the base and kind of like wrap it round until it disappears. So again, this shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be painful or anything like that. It should just be disappear itself. Then I'm just going to take a hair grip and then just place it at the back, but my hair should be secure anyway at this point. I'm just going to place it at the back just for a little bit of extra security. And yes, anyone tries to snatch it, it shouldn't be going anywhere at all. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. It feels like the position is good. Everything feels super secure. And this is kind of like when you take out the bands of the pony, this is like your test. You should be able to feel from this if it's budging or moving or anything like that. If it does feel like it's moving, just take it out, do it again. Don't risk it, make sure it's secure. So here I'm just gonna comb through the hair. I really like this hair. It's so lightweight, so shiny. I really like the texture. I wear this a lot. You will see if you watch our pod, you'll see me wearing this a lot. I absolutely love it. I can dress it up, I can dress it down. It's really low maintenance too, which is absolutely perfect for me. And here you can see what it looks like from the back. There is a little bump, but don't worry about that too much. No one's going to see it. Do you know what I mean? The hair's going to cover it. I actually wish I had a better angle for filming from the back. I'll do that next time. And this is the final look. It's lightweight. It gives me a non-surgical facelift. I absolutely love it. And here it is in golden hour. The sun was shining, the waves were popping, it was just glistening. I absolutely loved it. It's so simple. It's synthetic hair too. No, I'm actually feeling it, you know. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.